Northshield.
Please, take your comfort.
It resumes the court of Northshield.
Their Majesties summon into their court Duke Ingvar Putney and Maestra Isabella de la Rosa, known as Belle. Your predecessors have borne in their time the crowns and coronets of Northshield. Ingvar, Bell, by your victory today, and these are crown lists, you have shown yourself to be of high mettle and worthy of the title and estate of the crown heirs of the stellar kingdom of Northshield. Now know what you have wrought through this victory on the field of honor, for you will one day hold, protect, and make prosperous the kingdom of Northshield. When that time comes, the people will look to you for leadership and love. From this moment forward, you will serve as an example of all that is the best in Northshield.
Will you undertake this burden,
Knowing that when our time on the stellar throne is done, a still greater burden awaits you.
Aye.
Then take upon thy brows
These
these
coronets,
coronets,
Ingvar and Bell.
and Bell. Prince and Princess of Northshield, feel their weight and know that they represent
the
the glorious future of Northshield,
and your obligation,
to be defenders of the people,
preservers of justice, and the highest example of chivalry, honor, and grace.
Yes.
I swear fealty to the crown and the people of Northshield. To defend, strengthen, and maintain the laws, customs, and traditions of the realm. To be vigilant as I guide my people. To be diligent in my service to all. And illuminate the aims and ideals of the realm. Here, by my honor and my heart, swear I.
Ingvar from Hefning.
Isabella Beatrice de la Rosa.
we accept your fealty
and
and
will rely on you to advise us wisely.
We will act towards you respectively in all things, protecting you with our aid and rewarding you with our love. But may all strength fail and the world turn against any who break this solemn oath. Rise, Prince and Princess. Northshield, your heirs.
Fantastic. I'm so excited about that.
Our Northshield family widens when our king and queen arise, but they can reign but half a year before the feast demise. Today we come to close the circle that they opened. Good gentles, gather closely to be witness to the hour when wholeness comes again to Northshield's family of power. 4 leaders now shall close the circle that was open. 4 gleaming crowns illuminate the thrones we hold so dear. Ingvar bold and dancing Bell, the victor sure and clear. In love we see you close the circle that was open. Today we came to close the circle that was open.
Your Majesties, Your Highness, populace of Northshield, here's what you missed this month. A month ago was coronation, starting the season, Brain 36 of Northshield. And then there was big arts and science event with really tasty bread, paintbrush questions. It was great. Also, 2 weeks ago, there was a great rapier event out west. And when they mean west, like past Nordscope, past Border Downs, and past a whole bunch of open space. There is further west in the kingdom. Some people, their thought that was the event was actually east. We've heard it both ways. There were people there from the Outlands, and they said that they know it's us that yells Outlands. So now they yell it too and blame us for stuff. Anyway, the provost weather and sight lunch were great. The tournament was very fun. Lars says he felt like a points pinata. Thanks, Piero. And in the end, a very good, yet very new person named Ethan took the day. There was a court that recognized the great work of Kara of Colernhale, Ivor and Vincente, and their majesties gave Tencorix a well-deserved glove. And she was so happy, she fell over, and then we had cake. Last weekend was Bardic Madness, and our reporters report that there were 12 wonderful challenges. The theme of the day was flowers in springtime, something we are all very ready for. And Joya, as provost, made the challenges fit the theme. Friends from Atlantia, Callantyr, and the Mid-Realm joined for Bardic fun, or maybe they came for the yummy Persian food from Nagamochi's kitchen. Maybe both. Some new folks performed for the first time, as well as some old favorite bards. That is, well, established bards. They're only medium old. And there were also some very poised local kids. So in the past 45 days, we got new royals, had a rapier event, an A&S event, a Bardic event, and we're just getting started. And that's what you missed this month.
Your Majesties, your guard is a little thin.
Yes, there's one person that we'd like to add. Can you please call them forward?
Your Majesties invite forward Noble Arnora Thunkar.
Thank you for joining us. Do you choose to accept to join our guard? I do. Okay, thank you. And as we said at coronation, we we are asking the populace to challenge these people, watch these people. Their good deeds are their own, and any issues, report to us. Please join us.
Thank you.
For Noble Arnora, member of the Guard, Vivat! Their Majesties invite into their court Frost Frocknerson. Northshield and all its sown seeds shall know word fame of Frost Frocknerson, who formed timid twigs to rouse raven recruiters with mirth and mastery. Lars and Mary 3D had these runes raised and gave Griffin and Sword on the last son of Harpa, the 58th sun journey. It's a rock.
Believe it or not, this means we like you. Oh, sorry.
Except for.
Them.
Except for. All rock scrolls get given out first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For Frost Frocknerson, Vivat! Their Majesties call into their court Duke Siegfried von Kolmbach.
Oh, no, you know you're being here for it.
We even gave you a note to remind you. So we are sharing with the populace reports from our great officers. So as Kingdom, what are you?
No, I haven't seen a paycheck in a while, so I don't know what's on.
So next one, the next one. Earl Marshall.
Yes.
Can you please report?
Yeah, sure. I have actually a few things that I'd be happy to talk about. And it's, I took you seriously when I did this. So we put this together, and I have a lot of really cool things to talk about. And I have a few areas of challenges that we're facing in our kingdom. So I'm gonna be forthcoming about all of them, right? So first of all, I'm coming here to the end of my term. I've been doing this since the summer of 21, and so I'm going to actually kind of expand my report just slightly to the areas that from when I started. One of the most remarkable things about my time in office so far has been our rebound from COVID. Oh my God, did we miss each other? Since this thing opened back up again, it's just wonderful seeing not just all of you coming together for events, but the participation in the martial arts has been stunning, how fast it's rebounded. And that shows up in the numbers, all right? I'm sure I'm not as eloquent as the person who spoke before me, but I gotta tell you, this is something that's it's been remarkable to see. So when I first started out here, I can give you the raw numbers. I mean, like, you may find it interesting to know that we have 576 authorized fighters and 110 armored marshals and 134 people that do combat archery. And there's a lot of great things in these numbers, right? But what's really cool is the growth. Since I started in office here, we have an aggregate increase in armored fighters of 30 and 7 in marshals, and in combat archery we've gone up another 10 participants. The most remarkable growth, I'm just going to throw this out here because it's one of the smaller communities and they definitely deserve some credit here, is the thrown weapons community has doubled in size since I took over. Not only they've doubled in just the participants, but they've more than doubled in the amount of marshals. So let's make sure we show them some support too. But what's also kind of cool about this, you take all the participants and the marshals, and there's like about 16 different areas between them. And of those areas, 14 out of 60 of them have shown growth since I started. But what's kind of more important here, I think anyhow, is that if you remember when I started, it was in the middle of COVID. So these numbers don't actually start when I took over. Those numbers were frozen when COVID started. So this has been growth. We've come back really fast in a very short period of time when this thing opened back up. So that's a credit to the martial community, and I would just like to thank you all for coming back and participating and bringing this back to us. You know, you're all rock stars. So we'll go back a little bit here now that I'm just sorry I'm such a cheerleader for that, but I've just watched this community just rebound so fast, so well from really trying days. Some other cool things we're doing in the martial art, we are changing things over a little bit. We're all kind of sick of paperwork, right? Nobody likes doing paperwork. So we're trying to eliminate a lot of the paperwork that a lot of our regionals do. And what we're going to do, and this is, I got a lot of support from their majesties on this, is we're going to start attaching our regional marshals mostly into areas where they can go out and put together demos and train people and do things that they really, really want to do instead of pushing numbers around on spreadsheets. And I've gotten a lot of support from good friends like Taylor here and others that this is the direction we want to go, because if a little growth is good, a lot of growth is much better. We've also added a bunch of new activities around some that have already started. Rebate Steel, Councilor Brenner, Councilor Thora are bringing Rebate Steel into this kingdom. We've done a bunch of demos. We have some more things planned for that, and it's going to see more growth this summer. We just decided that we're going to let the rapier folks loose on the field with rapier spears. It's a new thing going on there, and I think it's going to be kind of a cool thing. So.
Experimental, not letting them actually loose.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But we're going to see the introduction of spears in the rapier combat. Contact Europe or anything like that. The other kingdoms around us are doing that, so we can't let them get ahead of us, right? And another thing that's being added to this reign, which is an entirely new office in the Marshallate, and it's going to be pioneered by His Grace Conrad, is we are going to have a Kingdom Melee Training Officer, completely responsible for improving the training of our melee units across the kingdom. We're piloting this in the armored combat community, but there is potential for growth and new officers and departments in all the other communities, getting us ready for the wars ahead of us in the summer and things like that. Please talk to His Grace Conrad, because I'm really kind of excited about this. This is something that's outside of the regular administration of the Marshal. This is about training us all to be better, so we're a better kingdom overall. So, another thing I'm excited about. Now, let's go to the areas where we're facing some challenges. And I'm sorry if it's a Debbie Downer here, but I'm going to do this.
Honest is honest.
Honest is honest. So, one fact, one of the unfortunate statistics about our kingdom is that of all the new groups that came into being after we became a kingdom, none have survived. All right? So, as we are growing as a kingdom, as far as their participation in the Marshallate, it's all being consolidated into certain population centers. So, this is a problem. The reason I'm bringing it up is because I want your help. And whoever my successor will be will want your help too. Let's try to reach out to these smaller groups and help build them back up. All right? And work on, when people want to start a new group, let's give them 110% of our support. So we don't consolidate all of our cool activities into certain little populations. Okay? That's what I'm asking. Just try to show that support where you can. And the last thing is a little hard thing for me to touch upon. We did about 8 years ago, there was a whole bunch of nights that stood up in front of the stage at Warriors and Warlords, and in response to some challenges we had with bullying in the community. And it shocked the heck out of all these nights that there was actually bullying in our martial community. And we hated that a lot. So we got angry, we made declarations, and we did that, and things had shaped up for a while. But it's bullying. It rears its head. So this is something that I've been dealing with my term here. And I'll handle it the way I handle it, but what I ask from you is just get the word out. If you know somebody from a vulnerable community in this kingdom, let them know that they have support. If they got a problem with somebody in their group or they're getting pushed around, skip the whole chain of command. Come and talk to me. Call me at my home. If you don't want to talk to me about it, call them. Right?
Absolutely.
Nobody will be recognized in this kingdom. That is not who we are. And we will never do that. So, reach out. Know their support. I can tell you for a fact that I know every single night in this kingdom, and every single night will back me up in this. All right? And so would all the members leading in all their communities, the mods, all that. So, please, if you see anybody that's in a vulnerable position, somebody's been being hurt by anybody, say something, do something, reach out. Okay? That's all I got. Sorry to finish that.
Activity report.
For Duke Siegfried, Vivat! Your Majesties invite into their court Asbjorn Hrafnensen.
He might be in the kitchen.
Lars and Mary III, rulers of Northshield, raise these runes for Asbjorn Hrafnensen for his many acts of teaching and service to the kingdom. He is awarded arms. Oh.
Thank you so much. Teaching is
training, working with everybody. The fact they thought you were in the kitchen means you are a valuable member of your community, and they recognize you as Wheeler.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is my token also, so thank you. And thank
Scroll
you for
by
this.
Gerard. For Lord Osbjorn, vivat! Your Majesties invite into their court Astrid Snebjornardottir.
Was it?
Or one could accept word.
I'm not us.
Are you sure?
Or one to accept. All right. King Lars and Queen Mary raise these runes for Astrid Snebjornardottir for her service to her shire and kingdom. She is given an award of arms. Also by Gerard.
And your relief, you have been recognizing people within your area, and we trust you will make sure these get to them with our thanks and accolades. I think you will collect at least one more.
Thank you.
But small groups, everybody wears multiple hats.
I will pass on your accolades.
Thank you.
For Astrider, vivat!
Don't speak to it. And you can read one.
Your Majesties call into their court Duke Tom Tintinabulum.
You missed your thrones. You missed your seat.
You gave him up. You can't have him. Your Grace, throughout my airship and now my reign, I have been commemorating and calling forth acts of greatness with a piece of the sword that I won crown. Since the early ones, they have been blazoned with my wool. I would like you to bear this. It would not have been appropriate for me to give it to you while you were sitting the throne.
Okay. What's on it?
Your Grace, can you flip it over and say what's on it?
Yeah.
For the audience, it is a bear.
Their Royal Majesties of Northshield send greetings to all. Be it known, wisdom, courage, and protection, all traits of a bear. They seek fairness and balance in the world. This, along with strength, power, and passion, embody what makes Northshield our kingdom. King Lars and Mary named this person for his commitment to our kingdom through travel, technology, and fostering communication from any and all. For this and for the incredible and somewhat uncomfortable amount of pole arms now arming our forces, and for all his noble deeds, we happily recognize Tom Tintinabulin from this day forward. He shall hereby possess the privilege to style himself as a Bear of Northshield. We are most grateful for all you do. Scroll by Judith of Northwood.
Can any other bears in the audience please stand in place?
Welcome to the den, Tom.
All right.
I believe you are in good company. Thank you very much.
Duke Tom. Vivat! Ambassador. For someone to accept.
He's on the
Be it known that we, King and Queen, Lars and Mary, having seen the demos and supported practices and at Wassail, do give Griffith Fodor this award of the Cygnus. Scrolled by Cledwyn Gwyneth.
Okay,
El Paso River.
thank you.
Thank you, man.
Their Majesties also summon into their court Margaret de Weaver. May it be known to all that Lars and Mary, third of their names, are pleased with the service of Margaret de Weaver, and as such present her with an award of the Cygnus. A tiny, teeny little award of the Cygnus.
Gorgeous stuff. Absolutely gorgeous.
There's the
The one pictures. Okay.
They're currently on the Pacific Trail. Shortly after I was there, they decided they were going to go on an adventure. So they're hiking from California to Mexico.
Wow.
That's what they did.
Thank you.
For Griffith and Margarita, vivant!
Can you come back for a minute? Wrote in so many people.
Right, we wanted to make you acquainted with the youngest people in our kingdom. It's that
All
time.
right, where's the...
All right, all the kids.
I get like a 10-second.
10 seconds? How old are you? Two? We're negotiating. Future business leaders.
Any kids, this is the toy run.
Children of Northshield.
Children of Northshield, come forward today.
Majesty summon the children of Northshield.
Oh no.
Remember, the floor is hard.
Yes.
Children of Northshield.
Is that two? I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try.
Okay, children, on your butts, stay in the room. No real tackling. Technique over takedowns, okay?
We have at least one more summon.
Oh!
Come on, Liam. Come on.
My guys, two more.
Two more? Oh, yep.
Here for future fighters, future leaders, future event stewards. Have you done this before? Okay, sit on your butt. And you're going to chase him, and when you catch him, you get a toy. Okay? Ready? You go.
Was that one child play hockey? That was certainly a check into the board.
Someone was offering bonus points earlier, Your Majesty, for anyone who would check their opponent into the board.
There you go.
I believe the youth just won those points.
There you go. Absolutely.
For the children of Northshield, vivant! Their Majesties invite into their court Vladislawa Glinicka, or someone to accept. Before us is one whose joy in all her endeavors helped light the way for Northshield. Her contributions at many demos and her ability to step in at the last minute and organize activities for the children make her a cornerstone in Skerstrand. King Lars and Queen Mary of Northshield was to recognize Vladislawa Glinicka for all her efforts with an award of arms.
demos, new people, building our group. Thank you so much, and enjoy this beautiful day.
Lantern by Tatiana Marana Melville.
Unique now.
Her Majesties invited to their court Apollonia Victoria Rosacea.
No, too much.
Nope. We should stay.
Or on someone to accept on behalf. Passion and giving are the greatest wealth that can be passed from person to person to grow our kingdom. Those who share their esteemed knowledge and skills willingly help to enrich all our lives. In recognition of these diverse and generous skills, do we, Queen Mary and King Lars, with all appreciation, invite Lady Apollonia Victoria Rojaszka into the Order of the Cygnus for her relaunching of the mystic Skirstrand Shire, skillfully leading its new growth. She is a vital leader of the strong foundation on which even more success will be built. Scroll by Helen of Haldane.
Please pass this on. Here. Why don't you just put that for it? And rebuilding groups is very important, so please pass on. Okay.
For Lady Apollonia, Vivat! Their Majesties call into their court Angelo Caravello. We, Lars and Mary, to Angelo Caravelli, the award of arms at Crown, it says, Crown Tourney. This is what I was given.
Post-it note by.
Post-it note is
No,
there.
okay, the-
Log by Einstein Mindfreak.
That was a lot lighter than that.
Well, you were well recommended, so thank you very much.
That award is not playing around.
No, you won't lose that in the car. Great. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Okay.
For Lord Angelo, Vivat! Their Majesties call into their court Christian blood.
Did you get your summons? We got many, many, many recommendations for you for one of the awards that's close to our heart because it's part of the way we build our kingdom. Can we please call the order? Yes.
Their Majesties invite into their court the Order of the Hand of Tyr.
Saying the small one.
Tyr is very
It's like everybody, dude.
Lars and Mary, rulers of Northshield, raise these runes for Christian blood, for his great service to the shires of Britzboger and Darkstone and the kingdom. He is entered into the Order of the Hand of Tyr. Their Majesties now invite into court anyone for whom this is their first event, or for whom anyone this is their first royal court. First event or first royal court.
Please come forward. It is our custom to give each new person at their first event or first royal court a token to remind them of this time. And when you use them, remember your SCA family, come back, have them filled with age-appropriate beverages. Welcome.
For the newcomers to Northshield, vivant!
I actually don't have much to say. I've been here. You know me. Yeah, that's exactly. I can't remember myself, but all I want to say is the princess.
Oh, thank you. What a great day. Did y'all have fun? I did too. It was such a fantastic day. So thank you to the hosting group. Without your work and dedication, events like this can't happen. So I'd like to thank the event steward and the staff for their diligence and their work. I also want to thank all of you for being such great spectators and for encouraging us. I really look forward to working with you in the future. And for our newcomers, thank you so much for being here and for checking us out. I encourage you to come and ask questions and reach out. Shiny hats, no shiny hats, we're all family here. So if you see someone doing something cool, I highly encourage you to walk up and say, hey, what's that thing? But be prepared that you'll hear about the thing for like 3 hours. So that's just what I'm going to say. So, and also thank you to your Majesties as well for such a great tournament and a great day. Thank you.
Their Majesties call into their court Baron Abelard de Elster.
You have an announcement?
I do. They need servers for feast. Feast, which I believe is going to be in there, is going to be shortly, and they need servers. Serve. Speak to Malrocky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Belle will make a wonderful queen. She took all my lines.
I apologize. Your
No, that's
Majesty.
okay. We can't thank people enough.
That's true.
There is no limit to the amount of times we should thank people who put all the effort into pre-planning, arranging for these events, running the list tables, spending their day making the event happen, or spending the weeks or months preceding today to make sure it happens. So thank you to the group up here who have hosted such a beautiful Crown tournament. Crown is a favorite event. It's just full of energy. get new heirs. We see the circle continue, so I appreciate the song that was written for the occasion. Thank you for following that whim of mine and executing it so beautifully. And as we're going through our reign, we are trying to make sure we integrate as many parts of our society as possible. And we hope that if you have an idea, please bring it to us. We are open to trying to make this fun and inclusive and an excellent reign for everybody involved. And thank you again for coming. Drive safe, there's no snow. And His Majesty has one last thing.
Jean Le Sauvage, please present yourself. Is he here?
Yes, fire fire.
While we're doing many summonses, when Lars has a Spur of the Moment award, it's Spur of the Moment.
As you know, I've been giving pieces of the sword I won Northshield with to commemorate special moments. Your performance today was exemplary. Your honor was unrivaled. You were awesome. Please accept this. For Jean. Count Hans, please present yourself.
What'd you do this time?
Hans, you were the first to receive a piece of Northshield.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That fight with the now heir today was brilliant. And though you were not victorious, your skill was awesome. Your honor was unrivaled. You were the first to get the second piece. The sword I won Northshield with. Eventually, you'll have a whole sword. When that happens, I'll give you a shield. And then you'll win again. Thank you. Today we tried something slightly new. For those of you who don't know, typically rounds are done 2 out of 3. And we went to single elims in a pool. It is my belief that single elimination gives the less experienced competitor an advantage. Try to beat His Grace twice, you got almost no chance. But once, anyone can have a chance. Right? As witnessed by, there was an unbelt in the finals. Just so you all know, that is why I went to a single elim format. I thought the tournament was awesome. I thought it was honorable. My valorous son prevailed. Triumphant. A glorious daughter. Thank you. Both very well done. Guards, please step forward. One day, you will inherit the responsibility of all of this. And that comes with many joys, but it also comes with responsibility. It is our custom that the weapons that my guards hold are sheathed in times of peace and drawn in times of war. The East Tiger has been sharpening its claws and looking to aggress against the mighty dragon, and we will stand with them. Guards, draw your swords. This season we shall prepare, and we shall meet the East on the field alongside our brethren. Please join us in that.
There being no further business, this court of Northshield is now closed. All rise. Long live the king!